we're gonna go ahead and start our search. We're gonna start anywhere. And we're gonna look at the shoulder season. That's after the high season. After most of the summer is over. You can still get some pretty good deals in August, especially if you can fly in the middle of the week. So we can go ahead and do that. I went ahead and chose Phoenix. And we're gonna click. And there we go. And this is just gonna show us a broad number of flights. Just recommendations. We can go ahead and track. And see what we can find. I see lots of 6s, 8s, 7s. So nothing too exciting here. I'll click in a little closer, make sure we're not missing anything. Now that we have this as kind of a baseline, what we can do, if we go out here a little bit, is we can take one of these 6s. Let's say we take this one and click that. That looks like it's 2 stops with United. That's probably not the best deal that we can get. Let's go ahead and see if we can find something better. And we're looking. It looks like if we can swing out this far, they have an option for $625. That's still not particularly low, but it might be a better flight. It is a better flight. 1 layover in Chicago, not too bad. It looks like we can even get this out into Thanksgiving week. So if I go ahead, yep. Click it again. Ooh, this one's a bit longer. Let's see if we switch the day, if we can get that better flight back. This one, yeah, we have 2 options here. Whether you want in the morning or in the afternoon. These are both pretty good. 1 hour in Newark, 1 hour in Chicago. So I'll go ahead and select Newark and see what the return looks like. We have 2 options here again. We have a 3rd option. I believe this is that Toronto? No, it's Montreal, excuse me. Okay, so Air Canada with both going on both legs with a layover in Montreal. Otherwise, this Chicago one is very short. It's with United. And then another one with Newark. As you can see, a pretty interesting price on this one with a stopover in London. And in economy too. That's pretty interesting. So if I go ahead and click this one, let's see if it's live. It does appear to be live. And it's only with United right now. Lufthansa and Booking are both asking for 8 in the 800 range. Let's make sure this is still an active price and not something that and 631. So yeah, it's still active. Google data isn't wrong. That's good. Okay, go ahead and click out of that. So that one's still here. I just think we can find something cheaper. Let's see what this Budapest looks like. And once again, that's United. We'll go ahead and click that. Okay, 2 stops. It's not looking particularly good. Let's open this up and see if we can find something a bit more accommodating. So I see a 646. I thought I saw a 619. Let me see if I can get that again. And let me go back here and make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. Okay, so for the tail end of August, let's go ahead and click that. It's not looking particularly good. It's a 5-hour layover in over a 5-hour layover in Los Angeles, a 2-hour layover in Copenhagen. Ugh. So yeah, that's not looking particularly good. And we gotta give Google a second. It's just retrieving all of that information. We'll click it again. Yeah, the only one stops that I'm seeing are in the 7s. I wonder if we switch the day, if we can get a better rate. It looks like Delta will do it for 619. It is 2 stops. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything, unfortunately. We can even go out as far as December. Nope, I'm still seeing 2 stops for this. I'll try another one. It might be that for that city it's just not enough flights with one connection to get a good deal. And we'll keep going. Let's see if we try a different week. And we'll zoom out so we can get some more of that data. Nope. Looks like Oslo and Stockholm. Oh, Warsaw went down a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. $602. 2 layovers, fairly doable. Still a very long day. Let's see if we find something a bit better. Nope, it's still showing 2 stops. I'll try one more combo. And oh, it looks like we actually found something. it's not too bad. It does have a layover in Heathrow that does require getting through security. Nothing too crazy. I don't know. We actually found something for Warsaw. Phoenix to Warsaw. Let's see if that's actually live. It's saying 6:30. Looks like it's available with Adam Vacations. The only problem with booking with a third party is if something happens, like anything changes, you have to call them. They call the airline, then they call you. You call them, they call the airline, then they call you. It's usually worth the extra, in this case, $13 just to book directly. Let's see if that's still live. Go ahead and reject all of those cookies for right now. And yeah, it's 6:42:23, and we can go ahead and look at the fare. Okay, so right now the fare for this is $36. So they're not quite selling it at price. At price would be at the price of like $1 for the fare, and then obviously you still have to pay the taxes and the carrier imposed charge. So they are tacking on about $35 more than let's say a super bargain fare, but it's still a decent price. Go ahead and so that's 6:43. Okay, we can zoom out and see if we see anything else, maybe in another region. And we're just going. So far, nothing super like eye-popping. Go ahead and look down here. We should be able to find this for a tad cheaper. Yeah, no, it's telling me right now that the low 4s are where it's at. Yeah. Okay, we'll go ahead and click out. Let's see if we can find something. If we go into closer towards the Thanksgiving weekend. And we'll zoom out. Does look like Volaris is offering this with one stop, but American nonstop for $12. It looks like we have a 3 right here. Let's see, that was with Volaris, one stop. says that's typical. That's pretty high. And this isn't always right, but it is a good reference point. Okay. So nothing too crazy here. We are seeing some more 6s here. I'm wondering if we can get that to a 5. Pretty typical. Let's see if we can find a 5. I feel like we should be able to find a 5 in this month, but I'm just not seeing anything. All I'm seeing are 6s. That's a bit discouraging. Wow, this is seems like it might be a bit of a short connection. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like the 600s are the best right now. It's only with United. Let's see. No. Just seeing two stops in the 600s. There's a few 1 stops in the low 600s. Let's see if we can find a 5. And no, I'm still seeing the low 600s. Go here. Yeah, it looks like it's available for 609, 611. Not too big of a difference. It might just be a question of whether you prefer American Airlines economy or Air France and Delta. So let's see, for this both branches are on Air France. Yep, Air France. So it's just a code share. Let me see. I mean, it looks like you can get it from Air France or Delta, yep, for the same price. That's why it's coming up as Air France Delta, even though the entire flight's operated. The entire flight round trip is operated by Air France. The price is available, or should be available, let's check, on both websites. So depending on which one you might have kind of their miles rewards program with, you might choose. Oh, excuse me. I'll select accept the restrictions. So yeah, it's 15 hours and 30 minutes each way. bad. Go here. Okay, so the passenger fare is $1. The carrier imposed surcharge is $4.60, and then the fee and taxes. So yeah, this is basically being sold at cost, at least according to this. So that's not too bad. So we go here. It's saying that we should be able to find it for about $4.35. Since prices are high. And this one says we should be able to find it near about $4.80. So yeah, it's saying that it's a bargain fare. See, according to this, it might be fibbing to us just a little bit. I do like to look for that $1 price, but obviously they're just telling us how they're slicing it. So yeah, this might not be the best time for purchasing tickets if you're in the Phoenix area. It looks like prices are pretty high. I was hoping to see some 5s tonight, but unfortunately it looks like all there are 6s and 7s right now. But this is where it helps. If you do see something interesting, to go ahead and click. And you see that right now it's high. That says about a month ago it was $5.26. 9 days ago it was $5.73. Okay, so yeah, we're seeing that purchase window right now is closing a bit. They might have sold what they needed to sell in the discount range. What we can do is go over here and we can do sign in and track prices. We'll get email alerts for when the specific date range goes down, or we can down or up, unfortunately. And then we have any dates. It'll just follow, any departing and returning round trip flights from Phoenix to Zurich. So yeah, unfortunately tonight, I'm not seeing a lot from this airport, but it doesn't hurt to look. It's always fun to poke around and see what is going on. And it looks like we just missed some cheap flights that were available 30 days ago. It happens. But anyways, I hope that was informational and you had a bit of fun thinking about the places you might keep an eye on in the future, because those prices, while they have gone up, can go down again. That's the aggravation and the beauty of dynamic pricing. But anyways, have a good evening or a good morning wherever you are. Take care.